at the beach and you drowning, right? The lifeguard come, jump in the water. It's some things I could do better. And that's real, bro. That's real. Like, we don't ever want to give up focus on bettering ourselves. Bettering ourselves. Cause that's what this is, man. Like, that's what this is. Like, even again, like, shout out to the universe. I'm having a time. I'm having a great life, right? I know people, I keep it to myself. But, oh, Lord. Sorry. Got you. Shout out to the universe. It's just like, what do you do, though, when you win the Super Bowl? You got to win another one. I know. But it's not like you won the first one. Nobody, like I say, to me, it's like, I'm looking like, I don't have no one to fight because I want to do the best again. Like, that's the good thing about having a Super Bowl here. Is that, like, all right, even Patrick Mahomes, right? Like, he wasn't trying to win. Like, after you beat the Super Bowl, after you achieve the unbelievable, now you're just trying to beat the game. If you can understand what I'm saying. Now you're trying to break the game. Not even beat it. You're trying to break it. It's you and the algorithm. It ain't even like another team. It's just you being the best you. You know what I'm saying? Like Patrick Mahomes, I was saying, like, he wasn't trying to win a Super Bowl. He was trying to get a three-peat. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to break the game. Like, when you do the game part, it's not even about the game part. You realize that. That's the hidden part. That's what I'm saying. Like, some of these experiences will change you. You know, like, trying to get $1 million will change you. Trying to save the world will change you. Trying to win a Super Bowl will change you. Because after you win the Super Bowl, what do? You have to figure out, how do you keep getting up every day? That's not the end goal. Let's break this bitch. Let's win. What haven't they done? Tom Brady and them niggas, they was trying to go undefeated and win the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we're going to win the Super Bowl and go undefeated. They lost in the Super Bowl, right? That's how crazy they was going with it. But that's how the game gets. After you beat the game, blow the game out, it's just trying to be the best you to destroy this game. So yeah, I'm waking up March Madness. I'm looking around, and there's no competition. Shout out to the young guys. Like, I'm really the leader of the young guys. It's so sad that, like, the old heads, the other people, like, that been around, they don't even have it. You know what I'm saying? It's like they won't even disrespect. I wish they would. It's March. Let's have some fun. They won't even disrespect. See, go ahead. Like, we used to say, like, niggas was only get along and go along with shit. Now they all just trying to get along and go along with us. Like, you like foot so far up niggas' ass. Niggas called me like, yo, can I take a shit? What you mean? I mean, you got your foot up my ass. I just wanted to just drop a little something, man. I had some pizza for lunch. You know I'm lactose tolerant. You just take your foot out my ass a little bit. That's what it is. These young niggas don't even fuck with y'all. And it's like, I love it. But I just got that energy right now. I just want to rip a nigga head off. And I ain't got nobody head to rip off. Motherfuckers' head is in the dirt. Niggas tuck their tail and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the situation, man. It's just about being the best you, the best, the most creative, the most illustrious. Like shout out to Kanye and shit. You know what I mean? I like that little album and shit. I like the album. I do. You know, I definitely like the first song. When I heard the first song, I'm like, yo, he's doing it. He's on that. You know? He's on that. I thought that's where he was, you know? He's on there. If he'd have stayed there, the whole album, it would have been the best album ever. But it was a damn good one, but it just, you know, He just should have stuck in that furrow. That nigga, man, you know, he was in God mode. He said it. I told you, nigga touch God mode. And he said that the last line. So the song was already hot by the time he even got said, I'm in God mode. He was already killed that whole song. That beginning of that album was crazy. So shout out to Ye. Shout out to everybody in God mode. And the bully. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you the top of the totem pole, I get it. You get in this, you just so used to fighting. We just so used to beating up people. We just so used to people not believing in this. We just so used to showing people that it's hard to accept when people do fuck with you. Like, it's crazy. Like, and then you can't not accept it because you gotta keep your edge. Like, you gotta stay anti because that's what keeps you, you know, sane. You had to be sane. Remember in the beginning, motherfuckers didn't like you. So if they don't like you, why don't they like you? Cause you're crazy. Okay, cool. How can I be, you know what I mean? How can I be sane and insane at the same time? Like, you know? And so once you figure that out, it's like really hard to start trying to fit in. I'm crazy. I like being crazy. Even though, you know what I mean? Like, hey, I know I ain't crazy. I know I wasn't crazy. Everybody know I wasn't crazy. Spaced out, maybe. Futuristic, maybe. Next level, tapped in, tuned in, maybe. But, hey, not crazy. Shout out, maybe. You know? Wow, even weird as fuck, maybe, sometimes. But, hey. Yeah, I remember I was the original weirdo. That's crazy. Like, I was the first weirdo and shit. Now everybody a weirdo. But that's how it should be. I tell you, like, I know how to make shit a negative into a positive. Shout out to SMT. I know how to make a negative into a positive. Motherfucker, I told y'all, we can see, like, you gotta give a nigga some shit against you. Fuck it. I'm in the mountains. I'm up in the mountains, man. What do you do when there's no one to fight? When there's no one, like, that's what the beautiful thing about life is, man. Like, how many of y'all know what it's like not to struggle and shit? You know what I'm saying? That's the hardest shit in the world, not to struggle. That's the hard, like I was telling my friend, like, man, the hardest thing in the world is to do the right thing. It's hard as shit to do the right thing. That's what your parents, your mama used to tell you, like, you know better. Like, why would you do that? You know better than that. Yeah, you know better, but just the fuck. I don't care. Sometimes knowing better ain't enough, bro, and I understand that. And that's why, like, you know, this shit be hard because niggas be knowing better. And we just don't care. It's just hard to do the right thing out here and shit in life sometimes. You want to, but it's just hard, you know? And that's like, you gotta get over that shit. It's like a blocking motherfuckers that make us not do the right thing. It's a blocking niggas that make us not want to kill people that should die. Like, not like murder. I'm something like if, like I'm saying, like, if a person is trying to cheat you, you have to win. You have to have no mercy on that person. Like, we have to, like, it's something in us, right, that make us feel bad for people that cheat. It's something in us that make us feel bad for people that lie. Like, we shouldn't feel bad for these niggas. We should demonstrate on these people, like, and that's the thing, like, it's a hard blocking in life, like, you know what I mean, to get to that space where we don't feel bad about being good. We don't feel bad about being blessed. We don't feel bad about being different. You know? Like, again, like, fuck the special shit. Fuck just being true and honest. Like, yo, like, a nigga that take a shortcut and get caught, that's his fault. That's his fault. We gotta stop. We gotta stop feeling bad for a nigga that took a shortcut. Like, matter of fact, let me switch subjects and shit. Like, it's okay to be Like, it's okay to be different. Like, not to say to be, again, weird. Not to say, listen, if niggas is doing the wrong thing, it's okay to be different. And that's what we gotta keep. We gotta keep that mentality. Like, man, I'm cool. I'd rather be anti. I'd rather be anti than to be up here with these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the mentality. That's how we gotta push it. That's how we gotta maneuver. And it's hard to be like that. You know better, you do better. That's real talk. Shout out to them. Shout out to Big Henry. Big Hank in the building. Shout out to Henry. And then, you know, it should be hard, bro. Niggas be like, you know, like, and that's what I'm saying, when you get to the age where you can really just do your best. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could just do your best and shit. That's when that's when it get good. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, when I start off, like, you don't feel like you won the Super Bowl when you did your best. You don't feel like you made a hit song when you just want an opportunity to do your best again. Like, it's March Madness. I felt like when I was working for black people, when I'm saving the world, when I'm spitting this Indian shit, I'm doing my best. I gotta think of ways to touch people. I gotta think of ways to draw people in. I gotta think of ways to make people care. I had to be at my best at all times. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I was living on the edge. I was like, you always, you know what I mean? You always gotta watch yourself. You surrounded by some niggas and shit. You don't know where you at. It's like, it's crazy. Like, ugh. You know what I mean? This shit was crazy. It's March Madness, but that's what I'm saying. Like, but when you always at your best, it's just, it becomes you. You always just want to be better. You don't care about no championship. I'm trying to do my best. I don't care about no records, you know? And that's where we at. I'm trying to figure out, how can I do it without it being a war, right? Without me killing somebody, without me demolishing some niggas, right? Yeah, taunting this America. Henry, don't start no shit, bro. I'm out of here. Y'all niggas tripping. I ain't doing none of that.